Good morning, everybody. Whew. It's a cold one this morning. I think this is the coldest one yet. I think it got into the lower 40s, but probably only like 44. I don't know why it feels so cold to me, but I am cold this morning. I'm not bad though. It's all good. But yeah, it gets me thinking I need to check the weather. Maybe send some more clothes. I literally have everything on right now that I have other than my pants. I haven't put my pants on. Whew. Today, heading to Daleville to get some food and resupply. After Daleville, we're heading off towards the Triple Crown in Virginia. Let's go see what happens. Should be a good day. Just a quick update on some of the trail chatter I'm hearing about the trail going south. I've come across several trail maintainers that are recommending only hiking until Bland, Virginia. I was, intending to go to Marion, but Bland I think is just before Marion, not too far away. Then came across a guy yesterday who actually was hiking north. He's hiking 30 days at a time, 30 days in the spring, 30 days in the fall. So he had just come from Marion. That's what his starting point was for his hike this fall. And his legs were torn up and scabbed over. It was kind of gross. And he's just saying the blowdowns there near Marion were so bad. He just, trying to get through them, he just got scraped up and beat up and stuff. So at least I know you can make it to Marion. It just might hurt a little bit. And then the other bit of news is really kind of sad. Talking to a guy named Witcher who I met in New Hampshire. He's doing this weird hike where he's hiking the whole trail, but he divided it up into 4 sections, and he's hiking each section in the optimal weather, right? So he was up in New Hampshire in July when I passed him. He's already done the section that was hit by the hurricane real bad. He's hiking right here, going up into PA, and hopes to finish his hike very early in November in PA. Anyways, point is, he has a buddy down here in Virginia who's a ham radio operator and was helping out with some of the relief efforts. And boy, he's got some gruesome stories to tell, stuff that for obvious reasons, at least to me, the media really isn't reporting on. Really, the situation in some areas is, worse than you could even imagine. Sad, very sad. I feel very badly for the people who were so negatively and dramatically affected by this storm. It's very sad. My heart goes out to those communities. But that's my latest trail update. I'll just keep heading south and see what comes. Interesting. They have this little bridge-like structure here. I think it's just because this tree came down and the root ball took out the trail. And I guess they couldn't rebuild the trail, so we got a little bridge over where that tree's root ball used to be. Haven't seen that one before. I think I'm getting close to town. They make you come up this crazy hill out of nowhere. You're climbing this hill, but hey, it sure is pretty up here. Got views all the way around. road crossing. I'm gonna say 21, but as you know, I've completely lost track at this point. Well, resupply complete. I resupplied at the Kroger here in Daleville. Before that, I went to the Wendy's. There's a Wendy's right by the Kroger. Got a big sandwich and chili and Frosty. I tell you what, it probably cost as much as a sit-down restaurant. Fast food is not cheap these days, but it was fast and there was no waiter to tip. My bag's heavy. This is like a 93, 94 mile hike until the next resupply. It's a bit longer than the norm through this Triple Crown area, but I think I'll make it. My pack certainly feels like I got plenty of stuff in there. And we're setting off, got like a little over 9 miles to go to a campsite. This area here for the Triple Crown, they do have a rule in place about you have to camp only in certain areas. So it's really go in 9 miles or stay in town. I don't know. I wish they had a campsite closer, but we'll make it. I think I have just enough time to get there before the sun goes down. Train track 22. Carvin Cove Reservoir. Just a beautiful view, isn't it? Beautiful mountains surrounding this reservoir. Well, let's keep going. This is another fun section to hike on these cliffs. You kind of weave up and down, in and around, up and over the rocks, some roots and so on. All with this view here. I know it's through the trees, but it doesn't show as well on video, I think. When you're hiking, it's kind of neat. Here I am, having climbed up Hayes Rock. What a view. And this rock here is known as the Monolith. It's supposed to be climbable too. Let me have a look-see. Last view of the day. I really like this view. It just feels so open and wonderful. It reminds me a lot of some of those views in Maryland. Here, I'm gonna wide angle it and do another pass. Just fantastic. I'm standing on these rocks right here. Got this nice rock ledge. Hey, some trees with color down there. I'm about just a little more than 1 mile from camp. Well, youngest son of mine, here's my campsite for tonight. It's kind of dark. Maybe I'll show it again in the morning. There's some section hikers here. They gave me some food. They packed too much. Unfortunately, I just resupplied today, so I don't really need it. Well, it was a great day today. Saw some cool views. This last little section was a lot of fun with all the rocks and views and stuff. It's a little dark. It's going to be really cold tonight. My coldest night yet, into 30s, mid 30s maybe. So wish me luck and that I don't freeze to death. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.